I got the juice, don't need no proof. 100 like the rum I drink that got me over you. And all your nonsense we all subject to. I found my lane and mind my business like I'm supposed to do. Let's have a toast for all the obstacles they gotta sit. I put my glass up in the air to stimulate the cheers. Not because we made it, but because we making it. I savor the moment, the bouquet forever, ever then. Yeah. In my realm, I watch the times go by. I got the world in my hands, but I can't tame the sky. Dare I try, I might lose my mind. But it'll be all good after I'm done sipping this wine.
But welcome, man. It's been a long time since I've done any video for that matter, but we are here to the first episode of what I've decided to call Clueless Vino. It's Vino, right?
Yes.
I don't know. I think
that's a type of wine.
No, I think it's for people who like wine.
That's what they call themselves?
Yeah, I think so.
I thought it was because wino is like something different.
I don't know what that is.
Wino's like a drunk.
Is that what that is?
I thought so. I thought someone who was I thought wino was like derogatory. Like if you call somebody a wino, it's like
no, it definitely starts with a V, so I don't.
Okay, so that's not it.
Unless it's like a word that, you know how like, what's the thing we said? Is it Russian? Where like the sound of the word doesn't, or the letter is weird.
Well, it's German.
Oh no, that's you, right?
Only some letters.
Anyway, yeah, we're here for the first episode of Clueless Vino, is what we're calling it, man. As y'all know, I'm Brandon, formerly known as Brandon Reviews Wine. I started this wine journey back in 2019, maybe, because I wanted to try wines, man. I wasn't much of a wine drinker. I was a beer and liquor guy, but I was trying to find something a little bit slower, a little bit less. That's what I'm looking for. I don't know, but I wanted to try wines, man. And so I've been doing it for a good year, but now I'm taking a break because I was trying to lose weight and stuff. But I found a way to balance both, and here we are, man. And we're doing it different. We used to do it with, just me, but now I'm gonna start doing it with guests and just talk people, banter, debate a little bit, and just talk about nonsense that doesn't really matter. And our first guest is not really stop being silly. It's not really a guest. She's my wife. If you want to go ahead and introduce yourself, which most people who watch this already know who you are, but for people who may not, go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Anna. I'm his wife. I do not like wine. I think we have established.
Yeah, that's the funny thing about this.
Yeah.
She's not a wine drinker.
I do sangria.
Which is a type of wine, right?
Yeah, so it's wine that sometimes has liquor in it, but it has like fruit and stuff added to it.
Right, yeah.
So, I don't know. Because whenever we go to Bonefish, that's what I get. I get the berry sangria.
Right, yeah.
So, I'm trying it out. I've tried it a couple of times. I think I just need to find that niche of wines that I like.
Yeah, because, with anything, man, you only need to find one.
Exactly.
Then you just keep, you can probably try varieties of that, but
right.
you just only need to find one wine that you like, and then you just stick with that.
That's what people tell me, and I'm more of a beer person, so they're like, oh, there's wines for beer people, and I don't know. I think my concern is, opening a bottle and not liking it and being like, what am I supposed to do with the rest of it?
Well, you're supposed to drink it.
I don't have that kind of...
I've drank a lot of things where I'm like, this is all... Remember that time I got the Keystone Light?
Yeah. Oh, and you drank the entire case eventually.
You
made it through it.
First off, you shouldn't put 30 things in 30 cans in there. I'm thinking, oh, what a variety, but it's because they're trash.
You know what we need to do? I think in addition to this, we need to do.
First episode, she's like, go ahead.
I think we need to try obscure beers. You remember that one time we were at Lidl? And there was the...
Oh, and the knockoff.
It was 40-something beers.
Yeah, it was like a knockoff jump.
It was like a knockoff something.
Instead of Angry Orchard, it was Upset Farm or something like that. Yeah. We can, I like doing that though. I do like trying obscure beers.
Yeah, but you're better at it than me when you're like, I don't like it, but I'm gonna drink it because I paid for it. I'm like, I don't like it.
Oh yeah,
just
no,
gonna sit here.
I'm not wasting money.
Like when we went on our mini honeymoon and I got that drink and it was horrible. I didn't finish it.
Yeah, that was just.
And you would have drank it.
I would have. I would have.
If it had been you, you would have drank it.
For sure. I would have stomached through it.
You would have.
That martini kicked my ass though. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Yeah.
I gotta get stuff for that.
For a martini.
Yeah.
Oh, now that we have our bar cart.
Yeah. Yeah, we put that together today.
We did.
But we can talk about that at another time. But yeah, so you want to jump right into it?
Yeah, I'm a little nervous.
Okay. All right, let's grab our first glass.
Okay.
Our first wine is, already one that I can't pronounce. First of all, these wines came from, what was it called?
Oh, what was that one?
My friend Kenneth, aka Ace Metaphor, he actually sent me when you subscribe to things and they're like, oh, refer a friend for da-da-da, you can, one of those things. He referred to me to something, I think it's called like Angel Wines or something.
Does it say it on the back?
Oh,
No. Does it? Naked Wines.
Naked Wines.
I was going to say, because they're all from like the same,
but
they're from different places, but it all says that they're like shipped by whatever.
Right, and I think it was like you could be part of the Angel something. I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry Naked Wines. But like you got like 11 or 12 bottles for like
I remember that,
a crazy low amount.
It was only like 100 or something.
It wasn't bad for real, for real. But yeah, these are all
And they
wines.
gypped you a bottle.
They did gyp me a bottle, and all they did was apologize. But they never sent me a replacement bottle. I'm like, all right, well that's fine. But these are all wines from that. So this is from Quevdo family, wine of Portugal, Alvarhino. It's a 100% Alvarhino, I think. I'm not sure what type of wine this is.
I don't know. I picked these three because I'm pretty sure this is a red. I can't tell because of the bottle.
I'm pretty
sure. I figured white, the pink, and red, like a variety. Like I'm going to get my
No, I get it.
Chance to try them all.
No, I understand. That makes sense.
I just don't know what I picked.
This is 13% alcohol, so I'm already excited about that.
You're a little nervous.
For sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's just...
Okay.
It's twist
that
stop,
one's a twist stop.
Already a good start, right?
Okay.
Now, we've already discussed... Well, we didn't discuss it, actually. But she's nervous about how much I'm going to pour.
I am nervous about how much she's going to pour because if I don't like it and I have to
You're gonna
I don't want to do a lot of cringing on camera because I don't want people
to know that you... This is an adult show. I just want to let that know, so...
I know.
I might say things. Nothing crazy, but... So how about that for you?
Okay, sure.
All right.
Thanks.
All right. We're just testing it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what you're supposed to do.
Oh, again, I'm not a sommelier, man. I'm just a guy who enjoys.
See, that's, I feel like, half the battle here is I don't like the way wine smells.
But here's the thing, it's fruits. That's
right.
That's why I don't understand it. You like fruits.
I do.
Right? So, I don't understand. I mean, they're not always the greatest smell. But, I mean, they're fruits.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I feel like I just have to find that one. And we've talked about different wines before that I'm like, oh, like Action Bronson has those wines that he swears by. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, okay, I could, maybe.
I don't understand people who enjoy the smell of what is it, hops and beers.
Oh, but when we went to the Yingling Brewery, I loved the way that smelled because it's almost like it's bready almost because they use the yeast and stuff too. So it's almost like you're in a bakery.
Right. And a good smelling bread in the oven does smell great. But my thing is, fruits smell amazing. I don't even know a bad smelling fruit.
What is that one? Oh no, what is that one that whenever they cut it open, they're like, oh my god, this thing stinks. We've seen it on Top Chef.
It's like an exotic, it's an exotic fruit or whatever.
But
that's one of how many fruits? That's
It's true.
Yeah.
I like the way when we went to the brewery. I like the way it smelled.
I get it.
But then again, But you also don't like hoppy beers. So that's probably why.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, we smell it.
Okay.
It smells I'm talking all that trash to you, and this one smells kind of rough. It reminds me of like a Sauvignon Blanc. I feel like.
Okay. See, I don't even. It smells to me like maybe.
No, I'm guessing.
It smells to me like maybe how the bar smells when you're like cleaning up after the end of the night.
Alright.
Like.
No.
Liquor's been
Are you
spilled.
trying to say vomit? Like,
No. Like liquor's been spilled. Things have happened.
I get it. Alright.
You know. Oh, I swirl. Shoot. I should have given you those wine glass charms. You look real fancy.
Or not.
We're not. Okay, cheers.
Alright, here we go.
Okay. It's like sour.
It's definitely sour.
It tastes like a sour grape. Or like a sour apple. Like not in a bad way.
It's not bad.
They say white wine is supposed to be refreshing, right? Crisp.
I've had some like that. Like Rieslings
Okay.
Rieslings for me are that for me. But everything else is just it's a crapshoot, man.
I mean, this isn't bad. It doesn't leave like a bad taste.
No,
It wasn't
to me-
like
to me
difficult.
It's crisp. It's very crisp. You're right. It does. It has like a soury note to it. It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay.
I'm not mad at it. I just don't know that I'd be like, yes, let me have like the large glass. Like seeing you're already done.
No, I'm gonna brush it. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I always like to give it a couple.
I'm so proud of you, I think.
No, yeah, I mean, I understand. I understand. So, you know, we got married in November.
You did.
That was fun. We had a good time. We crushed the.
You want to talk about a bar?
Yeah, we crushed the bar.
Crush the bar.
Crushed the bar. I appreciate two things. I appreciate that he. Well, yeah, I appreciate that he was trying to look out for us before when he was like, hey, yeah, you know, we can do like a cash bar. I was like, yeah, no, don't worry about it, man. Our friends can drink. We'll just do a 3-drink minimum or we'll base it off at three drinks for each person. I'm like,
That's a good word.
yeah, you don't know our friends, brother. And I also appreciate him like during the night. He was like,
He checked in.
he said, hey, so everybody's drinking liquor, man. Like,
A lot of liquor. A lot of liquor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Well, yeah,
No.
we had a good time.
No, it was good. It turned out well, COVID aside.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm actually, that still surprised me that like we.
so to our knowledge,
Yeah.
no one from the wedding tested positive after the wedding.
Which is insane. Now, to be fair, we did do a lot to try to.
We did. We
help in
were,
that-
and a
in
lot
that
of
sense.
people did not stay or come because of it, which
Right.
was understandable, and we knew it was coming.
Mhm.
I think, yeah, I mean, I feel like it was,
I mean, we did a buffet style with them serving. We
Mhm.
had hand sanitizers
we had the
People-
ceremony outside.
outside. We had doors open for some of the night.
Mhm.
And, you know, people were, you know, if you want to wear masks, wear masks, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Cause we didn't have like a super, like our original amount was way higher.
Our original amount was way higher, and then it started dropping with everything going on. And then, I mean, the number we ended up with was reasonable. I feel like I didn't feel like it was like too, like we were missing. I mean, obviously we missed the people that weren't there.
For sure.
But it didn't feel like, if the number had dropped below like 50 guests, I feel like I would have been like, hey, listen, maybe we need to just scrap this idea,
Yeah,
go to a plan B.
for sure.
But I mean, you know, wedding planning was stressful-ish enough,
Yeah.
and then throw COVID in, and I'm just happy we got there. And I don't think we fought about the wedding during wedding planning.
I don't think.
Because people kept asking me, like, what have you guys argued about?
People don't understand why. Got it. But you know what? I don't think people understand who you were either. Because I think people just assume that, you know, all women just turn like bridezillas.
Right.
So I'm like, you don't really do 90% of the things that like women like expecting brides or like women like expect, I guess, or whatever. So you don't really care about half the things.
No, I agree with that.
In an extreme sense.
I agree with that. I think the most I freaked out, and I think my sisters can attest to this, was the day before the wedding.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was the most I freaked out, just because I was, like, that Thursday the family came into town, and so, you know, it was just more of, like, a lot going on. And it was just figuring out timelines of stuff, because you know me, I hate being late for stuff. So that was like my biggest thing, was like, okay, we can't be late for setting up, we can't be late for the rehearsal, like, and then day of, I didn't want people, when you go to a wedding, I feel like we've never been to a wedding where we've had to wait a ridiculous long time for it to start. I always feel like there's a grace period because there's so many variables out of your control.
Right.
I did not want it to turn into one of those things where we had people waiting, like,
Yeah.
because of me, because then I would have felt bad.
Oh, I wouldn't care. But I mean, we probably started right on time, honestly.
We started on time.
We started on time.
We started on time.
The music took a while to get started for us to come out, but that was, other than that and the wrong song playing, whatever.
Oh, but he fixed that.
Oh, B Sounds was amazing.
Oh my gosh, he was the best. Actually, one of my friends that got engaged recently was like, oh yeah, because she went to school with him. And she was like,
yeah, okay.
she was like, when we saw him at your wedding, I was like, oh my gosh, when I get married, we should use him. He was fantastic.
He's apparently very popular, or whatever.
I mean, he was.
No, he was fantastic.
100%. If we had to do it again.
No, he was fantastic.
Redo, yeah. He was good.
Oh, if we ever had like another like event or whatever, obviously.
Yeah, he was fantastic. He was really
Also
good.
want to shout out and credit both Kesey.
Yep.
And Kesey Captures and
Jatira.
Because they both did a really good job with videography and photography.
They did, and I mean, one of the things that I was worried about was the photos after. And she crushed, like, timeline-wise. Like, we were early getting back from those.
Yeah.
Like, we were early. She listened when I said, you know, I didn't want, like, awkward or crazy, like, corny pictures or anything like that.
Yeah.
And then Keith, I mean, the final product that we saw, I'm sure isn't even, like, half of what he actually, like, did that day.
Right.
But, I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better wedding video. Like,
oh, no, that's
fantastic.
Right. I did. They both did a really good job.
They did a really nice job.
I would suggest.
And then the turnaround was good too, because the fact that we got them back, it wasn't even a month later, was it?
If it was like dead on them.
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all. And that was with holidays involved. Yeah, so.
Yeah, that's basically like during like the.
Because it was Thanksgiving. Yeah.
So.
No, so all things considered, yeah, I mean, we figured it out. We were still able to do our day. And I mean, I look back, I have no complaints over any of that stuff.
Yeah.
We had everyone from the wedding party was able to make it. It was good.
Battery died real quick.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Yeah, I brought it up only because like it took 2 months, but I finally almost lost my wedding ring today.
He did. Which I feel like
it shouldn't
the reaction is probably going to be like, oh my god, he almost lost his wedding ring. I'm not going to lie, I feel like he was more stressed about it than I was, because in my mind, we did not spend crazy amount of money on our wedding bands.
Absolutely not.
Not that they don't mean anything, but in the moment it didn't seem like the most important thing to be putting money into right away.
Right.
But I mean, you know, it happens. It's not like you lose it and you're not married.
That's not how it works.
Are you even wearing it right now?
Absolutely not.
Same.
I did buy
silicone
rings today because I need something that A, fits a little bit better, and one that I can just wear at all times.
I feel like if I were to get mad about you losing it, it would have to be like that you lost it and it took you forever to realize. Then I'd probably be like, oh.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know.
Yeah.
It happens. What are you gonna do? You
Nah,
found it.
not yet. I did find it, and I'm actually proud of myself. So there's that. All right, man. You want to move on to number 2?
Okay. Yes.
Oh, you thought it was not.
No, it's fine. Let's do this.
I was supposed to actually read the back of this, so let me do that first. Yes. So 2019 is the year. It says they do like I think on all these they do like a because they're all independent winemakers.
Okay.
And so they do like little notes on the back.
Okay.
It says, thank you for shopping for a glass of Quevdo family wine. My name is Oscar, and together with my family, I make wines for MakeTheWines.com. Angels in Portugal, stunning, Duora Valley?
Duro Valley,
Sure.
maybe?
Sure.
I don't know.
This is Quevdo Paradise, where we're surrounded by nature and are tasked with making great wines for you all from our beautiful vineyards. So please enjoy this Alvarhino, full of bright pineapple and lime.
Hey, that's why I liked it. I didn't even look at that part.
That's what I'm saying. Like you like, oh my God. After a few minutes in the glass, the flavors really open up and the fresh tropical flavors pop in a round and clean way.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't mad at it.
No, it was.
I'm worried about the infamous possible wine hangover. So
I feel like you have to like crush a lot.
Right. So I would have another glass of that.
Okay.
So if we were talking about like sitting down to dinner and having, what do you drink white wine with? Like fish?
Fish.
So if we were like, oh yeah, we're gonna do like a date night, like whatever, I would be like, yeah, let's do that one.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I'm here for it.
All right. Shout out to Curtis.
Curtis.
This electric
Mr. Lopes.
wine opener. I've only done this once, so don't laugh at me on camera.
I won't be able to do it at all.
Come on. Come on. Oh, was I supposed to cut the thing first?
I have absolutely no idea.
I don't think so.
I can't remember.
No, it's on camera. Oh no. You know what?
See, but I did that last time and it was wrong.
I think I'm supposed to watch color.
Oh.
It's on camera.
It's fine.
Oh, you know what too?
What?
It has the cutter thing, but I forgot to bring it up here.
Oh,
I feel like I don't need it though. You got like a
I have a pen.
sure, let's try that.
I have a pen.
I don't know if that's gonna work.
I don't know. It's not like popped. You don't have your knife.
Which I almost always
You almost always
on.
have your knife. Safety first, children.
I didn't say that. But, I mean, you kind of have to say that.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. Because you what call it? There we go. Let's try it now.
Okay. Boom.
There it is.
Boom. So now we know for this one. Remove it.
Yeah. So if I gotta figure out how to get it off. Alright. I'll figure it out in a minute.
Okay.
But this
So what are we
is,
drinking now?
let's see. Chris Baker made this one.
Oh,
It is
thanks,
a
Chris.
rosé from Williamette Valley.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure. How you feel about this one? Are you nervous?
I've had rosés in the past,
Okay.
and I don't feel like I disliked them. I feel like though this is the type of wine where I get nervous because I don't know if it's gonna be too sweet or not.
Gotcha.
Because you know, like with like Moscatos and stuff, I don't particularly care for Moscato.
Love Scottish, by the way.
I think it's too sweet.
Usually for me, especially, because I don't eat sweets like that.
Yeah, which is why I'm a little surprised you're a
But
fan.
I can crush a whole bottle of Moscato.
So I
Does
just
that make me a bad?
yes.
I feel like
Good job,
I
hon.
feel like it does.
You're bad.
But yeah, I mean they are sweet, but it's not to the point where like I think I felt like I had a bottle of mezcal and I felt fine the next day.
That's good.
Which is weird. I feel like that would be the ones that, but it's usually the red ones that are really bad.
Oh, okay. So when we were on my bachelorette, the Airbnb we stayed in, the lady left us like a bottle of rosé. It was like a welcome or whatever, and it was okay.
Yeah.
It was all right.
Okay.
But like I said, I don't know what I'm supposed to be like looking for. I don't know.
Oh, trust me, neither do I.
It smells almost like the first one.
What? You say it tastes like it's the first one?
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand. Like they smell like wine. Like.
So you're saying that they all smell the same? Jesus.
I'm just
This one is a lighter smell to me.
I mean, it's not as harsh
Yeah.
as the first one.
Okay, so you're learning somewhat.
Okay, thanks. I don't know.
Alright.
I'm trying. Why is it pink?
What?
Why is it pink? Are all rosés pink?
I mean, it's kind of in the name, chief.
Well, this is on the internet.
Alright.
Okay, well, cheers. Yep, nope, don't like that.
No.
Oh.
Um.
Oh. All right, well.
So when it hit my mouth, I was like, okay, this ain't bad. But then I swallowed it. I was like, oh no.
So it's still, I can still taste it on my tongue.
Yeah.
Like
it's.
It wasn't smooth like the first one. But I also wasn't expecting it like a red wine. I expect to like.
Try it again. Try it right
Okay.
now. And just
Okay.
see if it's
All right.
a little bit
Let's
less
go.
harsh. I think it's less harsh on the set. I think I wasn't anticipating how it was going to taste the first time.
I think I mentally prepared for it to be like sweet.
See, that's what I'm saying. But you know what though? If we read the back,
Okay, hit me with it.
the back says, first of all, shout out to Chris Baker. 2019 Rosé of Pinot Noir. So apparently, I'm gonna assume that
Okay.
different rosés can be of different like types of wine.
absolutely
When I think of
no
rosé,
idea.
I thought it was just like a separation of everything else.
I thought rosé was like champagne, like it meant one specific type of something.
But apparently, you can do it with whatever type of wines, I guess.
Okay, well, good for them.
Let's see. Chris says Williamette is known for its elegant 100-point Pinots. But if you ask me, that's just scratching the surface. The possibilities for Williamette wines are endless. Every inch of this region is unique thanks to its layered soils and mineral and rock composition. That's why it's one of my favorite places in the world to make wine. And with the help of angels, I'm unearthing its best treasures yet. Your funding gave me the chance to craft a rosé that captures the heart of Oregon. Shout out to Oregon. Made from Williamette Valley Pinot. You'll love it at first taste.
He lied.
Well, hey, man, listen. That's what we're trying to make.
Second
I would love to see the alcohol content on that. 12.5.
Okay.
So
Wine is. No
Wine.
wonder people get wine drunk.
wines are sneaky. Not sneaky because they really hit you in the face.
Yeah, I don't think I.
Yeah, it's.
I'm telling you, I'm not. Well, you know.
It's okay. I'm trying to figure out when I would have this.
I have absolutely no idea. Like, is this a dessert wine? Like, what the hell?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I wonder if the wine that Tony and them bought us.
I don't even. I'm still not fully convinced that's just wine.
I think that's just wine.
I don't know.
It's a wine bottle. I had to open it like a wine.
Right.
So I feel like it was just a wine. But
I don't know.
maybe because it was also pink.
Yeah, but plus, are you legally allowed to mix like wine and liquor and sell it like that together in a bottle?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I was drinking all types of bull crap in college.
I feel like college was one of those things where it was like, if it's free, we're drinking it.
Sure. I mean, but I'm talking about stuff I bought. Like to this day, I'm not entirely sure how I drank Sparks.
I don't know how you drink those either.
We drank Sparks. I drank a Sparks, what, like 5 years ago during New Year's.
Yeah.
And I was like, dang, I had a headache the next day.
I don't know, but didn't they also change some of them? Because remember there was the ones too that had like the energy.
We lived that. No, Sparks had inches too.
Wait, didn't they?
No. We lived through the original Four Loko era.
Right, I remember. Mm-hmm.
That is the one they're like, yeah, now we have to take this back and change the formula.
I
We lived through the real crack epidemic. But Sparks was basically that. I guess I'm assuming that it came out afterwards and like, let's make a different formula.
Yeah.
But dog, but I used to crush.
You did. Yeah.
Like soothe to start the night, bop bop, and then I'm good after that because I'm just everything.
Yeah.
You know. Me and Jordan would crush those, but I don't understand. But the only thing that would crack like my top, the 3 worst drinks that 3. Honorable mention to UV Blue.
Oh my god.
Because UV Blue was ridiculous.
Absolutely not. Never again.
UV Blue was bad. I don't even know. But that's another one where I could just mix with like lemonade. Oh my god, what? The whole I'm good for the night.
UV Blue was just a bad idea.
The 3 worst things.
Okay.
And make sure I want to make sure that I got it. That. At number 3, I somehow allowed Jordan to convince me that Ice 101 and Yoo-Hoo was like a peppermint patty. So that mixture is horrible.
I guess to me that's like drinking a White Russian. Like, why are you mixing some sort of milk-ish beverage with liquor?
Well, it's not though. It's chocolate drink.
Okay. That's why I said milk-ish.
But it's not. It's chocolate drink.
Okay.
Also, most Russians are white. I don't understand why that's a name. It is
because it's milk.
Just call it a Russian then.
All right, you go on. What's number 2?
Number 2, it's probably UV coconut.
Oh God. Suntan.
Do you remember the time I had UV coconut?
Yeah, suntan lotion.
I drank that whole bottle. That was the first day I met Becky and Jason.
Yeah.
It did not end well for me.
Didn't.
It did not. I never touched that again. Why did I get that, by the way?
I don't know, because you don't like coconut.
That's not necessarily true. I love pina coladas.
You like pina coladas and getting coffee.
I like coconut shrimp.
You don't like. Okay.
Yeah.
You're particular about your coconut, but that just smells like how.
I think it was. I saw it.
Smells.
I saw it. And I was like, oh, that's new. And I just got it. I don't know did I mix it? I don't know. It was a horrible decision. That night ended how you could probably predictably think it ended. But the worst thing I ever drank was Cisco. I was that desperate.
Yeah.
To have some type of drink that I was willing to buy Cisco. And drink it.
Yeah.
Not as like a prank. It was just like I did it willingly.
Yeah, let's do this.
That was bad, man. That was like cough syrup on like 10.
Yeah, I don't know. Some of these are still in production, and I don't know who.
Start over.
I don't know who makes those decisions.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Now you wanted to talk about TV shows.
Well, you told me that I had to pick a topic.
You did.
You told me that. And while we share a lot of things together, one of the ways we spend time together, actively, is we watch TV shows. And they're TV shows we've been watching for years. There's ones we made it through season after season. So you told me I had to pick something that we could talk about, and so I picked TV shows because we have quite a few that we have watched all the way through.
Well, let's try to be recent.
Okay.
Let's try to be timely. So let's talk about the most recent show that we completed. And yeah.
Okay. So, spoiler alert, friends. I started watching The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Did you come in on season 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So
I might have been there from the beginning.
Okay. So I was intrigued because I'm a fan of like Riverdale and those kind of shows. So we both agree, first season, great.
Yeah. I run into her shows a lot, and if it's got an intriguing plot or recognizable characters, usually I'm in it. So when I watch the show, I watch a full episode, and I'm like, okay, so I'm familiar with the Sabrina character, but I like when they take it, especially if it shows like a comedy, and they take it to a different like point.
Yeah, and I liked the direction they took it. I liked the fact that they delved more into like the darker side of things, whatever. First 2 seasons we were good.
I think first season was amazing.
Third season was not great because it didn't seem like it had a great direction, and then they started doing that thing where they just start letting everyone sing.
Yeah.
And it started feeling it always starts feeling to me like old school Disney. Like remember old school Disney?
Really high school musicals.
Yeah, like old school Disney Channel. Everybody did everything. They sang, they danced, they obviously acted, and so all their shows, their shows somehow worked it in so that you could see that they were like super talented.
Right.
So that's how this felt like it was heading. The fourth and
final season.
Started out okay. I was here for like the storyline that they were going through. It was, quite honestly, the way they decided to end it that just pissed me off.
I was not pleased with the final season. I was not really pleased with the final season and a half.
I just was frustrated that her character arc, you guys took her to this pinnacle, and she finally was seeming to have grown as a character, and like...
They messed her character up.
They did.
They made her character so unlikable. They should they should do like a masterclass on how to make a character hated like that.
She started off super strong.
Like her character starts off like naive. Like, oh, I don't know who I am. Let's find out who I am. That whole first season, where she makes that transformation, like I'm a witch. Yeah. But I'm also human. Right.
I'm gonna try to live in both. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do it. The second season, she was also trying to figure out how to live in both.
Second season.
And pulling her friends into knowing what she was really about.
Wasn't it the second season where she's like, for lack of a better term, she's like turned Super Saiyan. She gets the power, right? Like the crazy jump.
Yeah, that's when she's like coming into her.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right. So now she's got this going to further seasons, and I'm like, okay, cool. How can they top that? The answer is they couldn't.
No.
Yeah, they couldn't.
They couldn't figure it out.
Like they got real. Like she got reeled back into the high school thing, and then her relationships. Like it just carried her. Like the next 2 seasons, it's just woe is me. And in the third season was a lot of like singing and dancing, and I'm just.
Well, in the third season, if you asked me what that season was about, I couldn't tell you because it was a hodgepodge. Like there were so many different things they were trying to do that, and then all of a sudden they're like, boom, there's this big threat. Like, and I'm like, I don't get it.
I get it. I get the whole pagan thing. Like it was cool. That was it had its moments, but I'm like, they were easily dispatched though.
No, they got rid of them real quick.
Easily dispatched. And so I'm like, all right. So the fourth season, they had to. At least going into the fourth season, the final season, they made it seem like the next thing that's coming is like the ultimate. Ooh.
And it was supposed to be, and it kind of was, but it was like I kind of got what they were doing. Every episode they were going through, and they were having to basically get to these different levels of this, like.
Sure, but again, easily dispatched.
They figured it out.
Within the episode.
Within the episode. Granted, the episodes are an hour long, but still.
Sure, but like season before, like it would take maybe 1, 2, 3 episodes.
No, I don't disagree with that.
Versus.
But that's how you could tell that they were trying to wrap things
rushing.
up. They were rushing, and
But
then.
not only were they rushing, they were adding things where you're like, why?
Yeah.
People find out new things about themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Relationships ended without any type of like build up to it. Like
Yep.
it's like they're fine. They're having problems. They're breaking up all in one episode.
Yep.
And then it's like you said, it's just
The way they
ending.
chose to end it
It's
to me, just killed the whole thing.
Yeah, like that show should have had the ability to be like an all-time great, and it went down with the limber.
Yeah. Not super happy with it.
I was talking to my guy from high school or school in general, Fresh Prince of the Eastern Shore, Will Smith.
Will Smith.
And we were just talking about how like shows from the 90s are like timeless.
Yeah.
Like, you can pick up a show from the 90s and just be right back there, like easy. But granted, there are some that have issues nowadays because of the content that they put out. Like there are things where they got away with back in the day.
Right, we've talked about that before. Yeah, jokes that were made and stuff like that
Right.
that nowadays.
Would not fly.
Yeah.
But went back up. But or if he's about to die, one or two. Oh, let's see. He's about to die. But they were able to. You can pick him up now and it's just fine.
Yeah.
Versus now it's like you don't get as many seasons, so your storytelling has to be super tight.
Yeah.
For however long that you had the show.
And also, for some reason, the new thing is 8 to 10 episodes, hour long.
Yeah.
And sometimes in those episodes, it's 20, 25 minutes of absolutely nothing happening.
Mm-hmm.
So was it really necessary to have these hour-long episodes? Probably not. Probably could have shortened this and figured out a different way.
Right.
So yeah.
Yes. Again, really good show. I just first 2 seasons were really good.
Yeah.
And then these last 2 just.
I don't think I could rewatch them.
I would rewatch the first 2.
Yeah, no. I agree with that statement. The first 2 I could rewatch. The last 2, not so much.
Yeah.
It's like the last couple seasons of The Office. You just skip it.
Right. Just pretend like that whatever happens at the end of the season.
You just skip to the finale
Pretend
and
like
you're
that's
fine.
the end. Yeah. I agree. One of my goals this year was for us to
Yeah.
watch.
So I don't watch anime, folks.
Right. Which is
Which,
sacrilege.
in all fairness, he has never watched a Harry Potter with me or read one of the books.
And I watched every one of do you want to go through the list of the shows I did
No.
watch this year?
But no, so
I watched Quevdo a lot with you.
You did.
How many seasons?
We can first of all blame them on China because China made me start watching with her, and then you would just be hanging out with us.
Yeah, you could have stopped at any time, but you didn't.
But that was too intriguing.
That's what I'm saying.
But no, so I have.
She's watched anime with me before. She's never finished one. And what's crazy is that this one isn't one. I feel like the chance of us finishing this is insane. I think there's 5 seasons already.
Okay.
And typically anime seasons are not depending on the anime.
Okay.
But a lot of animes 20-something episodes per season.
Okay.
That's already 100 deep. But I tried to find one where it combines something that we already watched with the stuff that I like, which is anime.
Okay.
So we started watching a show called Food Wars.
Oh God.
And I'm thinking that, oh man, it's an anime about this dude who likes cooking. Because typically, with shows that they take, most anime are stuff that's fantastical or magical or stuff like that. So already suspending disbelief, right? Whereas I'm thinking with these ones, with ones that's real life and stuff that you can do in real life, like basketball animes, it's basketball. Now, granted, they have superpower stuff, but it's still basketball. And other, there's a volleyball one, it's volleyball, but whatever. So I'm thinking, oh, it's one about cooking, so it's going to be about cooking, and it is.
It is about cooking.
It is about cooking.
It is about cooking.
However,
the food, the people's reactions when they eat are very sexual.
Yeah, it's
There's no way around saying it. I mean, they eat, and there's all of a sudden this intense pleasure that they get from it, and
like it's insane.
it is insane. It is definitely there are a lot of like overtly sexual, like the girls look a certain way,
Which is fine. That's typical anime.
It is apparently typical anime. But so it's just interesting because there are like cool
but it's
things.
not just the guy. It's not just
It's
the
not just
girls.
girls. The guys
There's
too.
a dude walking around just in apron.
He is
the
just in
entire
apron.
like for nearly the entire episode.
It is interesting because you do get to learn about like certain food and like dishes that are like the last one we watched. There was that steak dish that he made that apparently is very typical in Japanese cuisine. And then like these rice bowls and things like that. So it is definitely interesting in that point of view.
And I feel like you learn stuff from it because like you can make these dishes.
Yeah, and like they break it down. Like when he was talking about like a stock he was making, and he was like, "Oh, I didn't have anything, so I used like the dried squid or whatever and soaked in water." Like they definitely give you like actual things that would make sense food wise.
Right.
It's just then here comes this, and you're like, okay.
It's really.
And it is very in your face.
It is really in your face.
It's very in your face.
And the innuendos. Oh my god.
Yes, there are a lot of innuendos.
It's insane.
Yeah, it is not something we watch with Dante around.
That's the thing. Like the one anime I picked, like I can't watch with him walking around.
No, we that is an after he goes to bed.
But it is a good show. So like, I know I do like an anime podcast with some friends or whatever, Nicole and Nisha, but it wouldn't be the first one I would suggest. But like, if you're looking for something that's kind of, if you like cooking shows,
right,
and you wanted to try something different, it's definitely one you would want to try.
Right. I mean, it was definitely for me. For me, it was definitely one where, like, it was intriguing because, like he said, we've tried watching animes before, like Death Note and stuff like that, and I
don't understand how you couldn't finish Death Note.
I don't actually remember why I didn't finish Death Note, because we did watch it. We were watching it, and then I don't remember why I, all of a sudden, was not watching it.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think I wanted to watch them, like, immediately.
Yeah.
And you didn't. And I wasn't waiting.
And you just watched, yeah.
I bought
Lord
box
help
sets.
me if I watch something without him.
No, it's different though, man. Once I'm hooked into a story, if I can get the box sets just to watch them, I'm gonna get the box sets just to watch them.
Yeah.
That's just what I do. Yeah, Food Wars is.
Death Note, I think.
Death Note should have been something.
I think is one where because then I think Death Note is one that I would go back and watch.
We're actually doing that on that podcast. Actually.
Okay.
That's the one we're watching right now.
Okay. I mean, I would definitely be here because the storyline was intriguing.
It's good. I mean, don't watch a Netflix movie.
No, I feel like we had talked about that and you were like really mad about it.
Don't do that. That would just upset me. They actually started a new series on Netflix called Lupin.
Okay.
It's on Lupin the Third. World's Most Famous Thief or whatever.
You know, I actually saw a preview for it because now that we've watched Food Wars under my Netflix, I get.
Yeah. Should have definitely done that under mine.
Oh no, it's fine. I don't mind.
I mean, that's what I watch on typically on mine.
Yeah.
But yeah, give Food Wars a try, but just don't watch around children.
Yeah, just
don't watch around children.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to deal with you being upset later. Want to go ahead and get into number 3?
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Number 3 now. This is the one.
This is the one.
This is the one.
You're nervous about this one?
Honestly, yes.
Okay.
Reds. Anybody who's watched any previous brand reviews wine knows that my ultimate search is finding the red that I absolutely love.
So the red that we had, that one that we had steak.
Oh.
And I was like, oh yeah, we'll have wine. Like I'm gonna be grown.
The one I was.
Like we're married. I'm gonna be grown.
Oh no, I hate it.
It was horrendous.
No, I hated that one.
And I even was like, oh, we're having steak for dinner. Like you're supposed to like.
No, I
was not
I
good.
absolutely hated it.
I finished my glass.
I I did not like that at all. So yeah, this one's gonna make me a little bit nervous. But we have Franc Dusak, I believe his name is, Sonoma Valley, third generation. We got a Zinfandel, people. Yeah, I will tell you what I do, like 14.9% alcohol.
Okay.
Wow, big time, man.
Yeah.
From my office, I can see the vineyard where these grapes are grown. Dusty, volcanic soils make for the best Zinfandel, but not for the best for your insurance. And thanks to your support, I could take my time walking through the vines, selecting the very best grapes. I love the look of the red soil on my boots. I hope you enjoy my expression of Sonoma Zen, as it means everything to me to make wine for the angels that make it possible.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like what he wrote on the back of that label.
Why? What did he do?
Because, first of all, don't brag about the fact that what you do for part of your day is you get to walk through.
It's his job.
And you like the red dirt on your boot.
Bro, it's his job.
Don't forget to take the thing off.
I mean, it's his job, so I'm just like,
Yeah.
that's kind of.
I'm a little mad, maybe I'm a little jealous.
Like, what if I don't need to do it? I'm gonna try
I don't
it.
know.
I'm gonna go for it.
Okay.
I've already embarrassed myself once, so I'm just gonna embarrass myself again. It's fine. Oh. Yep.
I guess I just wasn't sure why it would come with a cutter if you don't have to take it off.
Mind your business.
Okay. I'm just here.
But no, it does come with the cutter, and I forgot to bring it upstairs. And me running downstairs right now would just be silly.
For your next guest, you'll remember the cutter.
I will. Hand me the pen again.
Okay.
I just want to get a little more spot. So for this last one, are we doing the?
Yeah, we're gonna do the game. So we got a game. We got two games actually, but we're not gonna play the MTV music one right now because that would just be a lot. So this game is called Do You Know Me, and we played it when we got together with a small group of friends, and basically it's just how well do you know the person, and the person has to answer the questions, and you figure out if you know them or not. It was quite the test of our marriages.
It wasn't. Don't believe it.
Not like in a bad way, but it was interesting to find out. Like
it wasn't as.
it wasn't like deep, like oh gosh, here we go.
Here we go.
Oh god. But yeah, so we'll drink this, and I'll ask you a few, and you can ask me a few, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, you want to do like? I mean, we'll answer both of them.
Okay.
We'll answer them together.
Okay.
You want to do like 10
Yeah, that's fine.
or however many we can get done
Yeah.
before I want to divorce you.
He says that a lot. He's just kidding.
Yeah, just kidding. That's
Okay. You know, I
Laughter is the
feel
best.
like, so we've been married, what, 2 months now?
unfortunate. Go ahead, I'm listening.
So I feel like we survived a pandemic and at the same time planning a wedding.
Not everybody did.
We're surviving a pandemic and planning a wedding, which is in and of itself a feat. And then
That's impressive.
post-wedding, we've had a lot of things to assemble, and I feel like a true test of a relationship is being able to get through a thing of instructions and putting together.
I don't know who decided that instructions don't need words anymore. But I would like to talk to that person with a baseball bat, because that'd be great.
The easiest thing I put together while he was working yesterday was a cart, and it came with pictures and words. Other than that, the things we have assembled together have been intriguing.
I just don't understand why they don't put words on.
It's just pictures. A lot of pictures. And a lot of parts.
When I put that Lego thing together for Dante, and that junk that had no words.
Legos, y'all.
I
Legos
was-
did not have words.
It was like a 1,000-piece junk.
Yeah, I remember.
I was ready.
And then
That
he
was
broke
that was
it.
a 3 to 4 day project.
It was, because you kept having to take breaks because you were getting annoyed. And then he broke it.
But I told him, I was like,
Pretty
"Listen,
quickly.
I'm not putting this back together. So, but he makes his own stuff out of it now. So
He does. It's
that's
fine
that's
now.
Fine, whatever. But I was ready to smack someone. I was ready to smack someone, and that's a fact.
All right.
Nope. I'm telling you, man, it's something about these.
About the red wines.
Something about the red wines, man. I'm just like.
It doesn't really smell like much to me.
Like this is of the three, this is the least. The smell that I like the least.
Okay.
Because to me, I'm preparing for like the worst. The first one's like, oh, I'll prepare for something good. This one I was like, whatever. But this one I'm just preparing that it's not going to be good at all, which is sad.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
I don't know.
We'll
Okay.
see. Look at that. Look the way it dances across the glass.
There's legs.
You learned that from somewhere, and
I did, so it's just like the things.
No,
down,
I know what it is.
Right?
Yeah,
I don't know what it means, but I do know that it's like an actual term.
I call it Spider-Man.
No, you know what? I feel like the most recent thing I probably got it from was from watching Psych in that episode.
I know it from one show, American Dad. All right.
Cheers. Oh God.
What are your thoughts?
I don't know. I feel like it's sour, but in a different way. Like it's strong.
I mean, listen, it's the strongest one we've had.
Yeah.
And
Like the flavor's intense.
I mean, it definitely tastes. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah, I have not been.
Like I think this is one of the ones where you have to have. You gotta eat with it. I think.
Yes.
Right. So, party steak.
Right.
Other type of red meat. This is probably good to pair with.
Yeah, I don't see like being able to like sit down and have like a full glass of this.
Maybe one glass.
No, like with nothing, like without eating with it.
Maybe one glass.
You think so?
'Cause, you know, they say one good glass of red wine is good for your heart.
They do say that.
And I see why they say one. Because this is just, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just like.
It's heavy.
It's like the stouts of wine.
Yeah, but I like
Like
stouts.
I want to get into that too. I want to eventually like try stouts again.
I love stouts.
But this is just, I don't know, man. It's so I don't know. It's
I don't know. Props to people that can drink wine though on like a regular basis, cause I don't know.
I mean, I'm gonna have a second glass because this is what I do. But I don't know, man. It feels. That's the thing about these type of wines too. I don't know how to explain.
Right, like I don't
my
know exactly
dissatisfaction.
what I'm tasting.
And it's no disrespect to Franc, Dusak or whatever. Because I mean, like I would drink this like for like, ooh, you know, dinner, or I want to have a drink for the night. I would drink this. You know what I'm saying? But I just find it. He said these are from volcanic soil.
Okay.
I would like to know what that means.
Or maybe it just helps like the health of the grapes, like they grow stronger, or
Maybe
they have less chance of like a crop not growing.
maybe I don't know, but I do know that it's heavy, but it's not the worst thing I drink. Put it that way.
No, I mean it's better than that other red wine we had.
Oh God! Wait, it's way better than that.
Like it doesn't leave like a nasty aftertaste, nothing like that. Like, but it's not something where I'm like, oh yeah, let me have another one of those.
I wish the initial flavor was good, like was better.
Yeah, it's like
Because it doesn't leave a bad taste. But
no,
I just wish
it's
that
like bitter almost. Like it doesn't like. I don't know.
Typically, I'll try like this. If the second glass is better, I'm like, then I was just tripping. And it's not horrible, but it's not like, you know.
Plus, it's very dry. Like
Most reds are. That's what I've learned. Is like most of
Yeah.
it dry. And maybe that's my issue is that I don't like dry or wine.
Well, because now I feel like I need a water.
You always like.
Well,
So that doesn't really do anything for me, buddy. Sorry. All right. Have you ever secretly read this? Have you ever secretly read the other person's text messages?
I'm answering for you.
And then vice versa.
So I'm gonna say no.
Nah, I don't really care too much.
Right.
You have definitely read my text messages before. That is a confirmed fact. So.
Yeah, you know, we all grow. Younger days. We've known each other a long time.
What is in there? Like,
We've known each other a long time.
it is what it is. It's enough. Run into all of them, huh?
I was just dumb.
Oh, you just don't like them. It's getting better with more drink stuff.
That's good. See, I would have another one of the white.
I will pour you one if you want.
I don't remember what glass it
It's
was.
the
Is that
first
bad?
one.
It's the first one. Okay. Yeah, not a big glass.
No, I'm just gonna pour you about the same amount as last time.
Okay. Great girl.
Or more. No.
No, don't do that.
There you go.
Thanks.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So it's. Can you name 5 movies by a certain actor?
Okay.
For you, I will do. Can you name 5 Denzel Washington movies? And then you can pick
I
which
don't know
one.
that I can name 5 Denzel Washington movies. Why'd you pick Denzel Washington for me?
I mean.
But I don't know that I can name 5 Denzel Washington movies.
Okay. All right. Leonardo DiCaprio.
So Leonardo DiCaprio was in What's Eating Gilbert Grape, Titanic, The Man in the Iron Mask.
That's 3, right?
I know. That's more than I had for Denzel.
That's.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Some people are gonna be really upset about
They're
that.
gonna hate you.
Sorry, Sandy. I feel like your mom's gonna take that personally. Why can I not think? Oh, what is that one movie called? Catch Me If You Can.
Okay.
And what?
I'm just sitting back.
Inception.
Shutter Island. What's the movie he won the award for finally?
I have absolutely no idea.
Was he also in Titanic?
I said Titanic.
Oh, okay. Was he? He went in Departed, right?
I have absolutely no idea.
Really? Have you seen Departed?
It's not. It's like
Ew.
vague.
Departed's good.
Say ew. So I have a fun story about Leonardo DiCaprio that I don't feel like I have the right to share with you. But if you ever do this podcast with my sister Stephanie, ask her about Leonardo DiCaprio.
Okay. That's a weird.
And there's a fun story.
That's a weird roundabout way to do that.
I don't know that I have permission to share the story.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I'm sure we'll run into each other again. Denzel, really?
Okay, name 5 Denzel
Oh.
Washington movies.
All right. Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Remember the Titans.
Okay.
I believe it's Man on Fire.
Yeah. What is the one where he's the lawyer?
That's Philadelphia. Isn't it?
Was that the only
The one where he's dude has AIDS, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Philadelphia.
Glory. And not Independence Day. Training Day.
Okay.
What?
So I have a hard time. I think
Book
sometimes
of
like
Eli.
I'll like picture the movie, but I can't think of the name. Like I'll picture like a scene.
Right. Yeah. No,
But I can't off the top of my head think of a movie.
yeah. Come on, man.
Do better.
Do better.
Do better.
Do better, man. This game wasn't as great as I thought it would be.
No. It sounded funnier.
It sounded like it would be like better questions. I guess is what I'm getting. at.
Yeah.
Stupid. Do you like country music? Is the question.
You hate country music.
I would rather listen to
We weren't allowed
People
to have any country
pull
music at the wedding, y'all.
styrofoam from boxes and rub
Oh
them
my god, he
together.
hates that noise.
Then listen to country music.
Like squeaky
You
noise.
love country music.
Yeah, and you know what your son told me his favorite radio station is the other day?
The one that you keep putting on every time he gets in the car. So that doesn't really count. Just so we're entirely clear, that don't count. Would you like to tell them who your favorite is? Do that while we're here.
My favorite what?
Country star or whatever.
We're talking like of all time?
I don't care. You know that. I just
Ooh, that's a tricky one.
give it a shot.
Oh, Godspeed. George Strait is like all like classic.
All his Access in Texas, right?
Yes.
Yeah. No, I bang with that. Cause I'm like, yo, imagine like that. Like he was running through Texas.
Just running through Texas. I like a lot of like the classics because I feel like that's like
Real country
Faith
music.
Hill, Tim McGraw, like
A lot of people
Brooks
that
and
I run
Dunn.
into say that like new country music isn't country music.
There's been a lot of crossover. I really like Luke Combs and Chris Stapleton and Luke Bryant. And I think it might just have to do with like what people expect from music these days. It's just got a little bit more. The topics have always stayed the same. It's just like
They're all the same. But I feel like that. To be fair to people, to be fair to them, like I feel like a lot of genres have specific stuff that you expect to be in music.
Well, I feel like most music, like if I told you that it was a breakup song, you could give me a breakup song from every category of music.
Sure.
You know, like it does not necessarily just have to be like country or whatever.
Sure,
You know?
Yeah. No, yeah, for sure. But what I'm saying is, like, with country music, people are gonna say it's more about like the working man or the.
Yeah. I mean, they're not talking about
They're
yeah.
gonna throw topics. My dog died before a pickup truck. You know what I'm saying? My tractor trailer. You know, so that's what
There is
people are
an entire
stereotypically
song
gonna say
called
that.
John Deere.
That's disgusting. And with like other genres, like we'll just use rap as an example. It's the struggle of growing up,
Right.
or what they've been through. So
Yeah.
like these things are your stereotypical things, but there's obviously outliers where there's room for different things.
I agree with that.
But I can't get the country music.
No, country music. You're not a banjo loving kind of man.
I'm cool. Unless Doug is playing it. If Doug Funny's playing it,
Doug Funny's playing the
come on,
banjo.
man.
Yeah. I feel like there's. But other than that, you're pretty broad in your music selection.
I'm like, I will give anything to try except for that. And the only reason I do it is sometimes just because I'm in the car with you.
Right.
And that's the only reason.
And it comes on because my Pandora is an interesting journey through life.
It's awful.
It is diverse.
You want to pick another? We'll take 2 more each. Or 1 or 2 more each.
Okay.
Too high. We are at 1 hour and 14 right now.
Have you been to Target this week?
No, I don't leave the house half the time.
You don't in the house.
Have you? Yes.
Yes.
You have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because our friends, Brittany and Curtis, celebrated in the house.
Yeah. So Faith and I went to be crafty and put together a little housewarming basket with some, stuff to help them celebrate and start this new chapter.
Yeah.
I probably would have found an excuse to go to Target anyways, because Target's fantastic.
Target's cool.
Target has mostly everything. And the one we went to is like, they're super fancy these days.
And what?
So the one we went out to Short Pump, because Faith also wanted to go to Wegmans.
Mm-hmm.
And so the one that's out there is like, they've redone all the setup and stuff. So it's just, Target was already, always up there, but yeah, more fancy now.
Okay.
Winner.
Yep, one more each.
All right. Have you ever played 7 Minutes in Heaven?
I'll go yeah for you. Cause I'm gonna be honest, and I'm it's an adult show. I'm just gonna guess this.
Okay.
Like white kids do that a lot. I just feel like that's like a white culture type thing.
Okay.
And I'm just like, cause no.
No, because you never did it. So the other options on here, I have never done 7 Minutes in Heaven.
Okay.
I have played Spin the Bottle.
Okay. Okay.
You played Spin the Bottle.
Absolutely not.
Strip poker.
Nope. I just want to learn poker at this point.
Suck and blow.
I'm sorry. What game is that?
So you take a card
Uh-huh.
and you make a line, right?
Oh, and from each person.
So you're trying to like pass the
Okay.
card or whatever it is, person to person. That was, I think, the rose.
Yeah.
Okay. And if it drops, like if you were going to pass it to me and it dropped, then we would kiss or whatever.
Okay. Boy, y'all got some weird games, y'all. Jeez Louise, dog. What in the world? No. First of all, black parents weren't allowing any of that at all. And if you got caught doing any of that, I feel like it would just end horribly wrong. So none of those for you. Any of those?
No, I played Spin the Bottle, yes.
Okay. You know. Nah.
No.
Nope. Means like one more stack, and if this stack is bad, I'm like, you know what?
Okay. Can you name all the oceans?
There's 5, right? You don't know. Oh my God! I hate when my pet peeve when people ask questions they don't know the answers to.
So first of all, I didn't ask this. Well, I did, but it is on the card.
Pacific, Atlantic, Arctic. There's a 5th. I feel like it's a 5th one. That might just be 4. I know those 4 for a fact.
I'm gonna have to look it up on
Because Indian's like right in between. Pacific is here. Atlantic's on the opposite side. Arctic is obviously. Look up how many oceans are.
That's what I'm doing. So wait, so you said Atlantic?
Atlantic, Pacific, Indian, and Arctic.
Arctic you're saying is north. So what's south? By like Antarctica. What ocean's south?
Why did you say I said Arctic was north?
That was a question.
Just look how many oceans are. I know those are 4 real oceans for a fact. I know that for a fact.
I mean, I knew that. I knew
I'm
those.
just trying to figure out if I'm missing one. Because I can see it on the map right now.
That's amazing.
Like exactly where they are. Your phone is slow. We'll find out tomorrow.
There are only 4.
Oh, then I'm right then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pacific, Atlantic, Indian. Yeah. Bada boom. Realest guy in the room. Come on, man.
Oh, now we recognize, however, historically there are only 4.
Right.
However, most countries now, including the U.S., recognize the southern Arctic as a 5th ocean.
Yeah, I'm cool. So like I said, the 4 oceans are, that's stupid. That's dumb. That's like people saying,
They call it the Southern Ocean.
Yeah.
The Arctic, the Southern, the Indian, the Atlantic, and the Pacific. So that's what I was trying to figure out is like what, like, for me, Arctic is north.
Yeah.
But then, like, with
But
Antarctica
the
and stuff.
Indian's like right near there too, though. Like right in between,
Mhm.
like wherever like North America and Europe is. I feel like it's like right in between there. And Pacific is obviously a big ass thing right there, and then the Atlantic.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just here. I don't know things.
Okay, you can go ahead and put that.
I was done with that.
Then it's horrible.
Yeah, great.
So we're about to wrap it up.
Okay.
So.
Oh my god, I did it.
You did. You did. I'm not shocked because.
But you're like pleasantly surprised.
Well, I told you if you didn't do it, I'd divorce you. And so, I want to know. What I usually do is I do give them like rankings out of each, out of 5 glasses or whatever. So we can do that.
Okay.
And then that will actually determine which was my next question, is which one did you like the most.
Okay.
So let's start with our first one, which is the Quevdo family, the
Okay.
Alvarhino. What would you give that out of 5?
Okay, so I ended up deciding that I liked it quite a bit.
Okay.
So I would give it 4 out of 5. Like, I'd have it again.
Okay. 4
Yeah.
out of 5. I think it would be really good with like a good fish.
Yeah, like if we were having
Like
like
Like if we went to Homefish, like, and they had this, I'm like, yeah, this is probably
yeah,
solid.
no, I'd have it for sure.
This is probably
I
solid.
liked it.
I would give it to like 3.5.
Okay.
3.5 out of 5. It's good. Like I had another glass just now. It's really, like I said, very tropical. Sweet, but not too sweet. But it's got a punch, but not that kind of punch.
Yeah, no, I liked it because I felt like it was like a little. It was tart, and so I didn't mind it.
Right. What would you give our friend Chris Baker with his rosé of Pinot Noir?
I was not a fan. I'm gonna give him like a 2.5.
2.5. Okay. Probably 2 for me.
Okay.
The only thing about this one is I don't know what I would do, like when I would drink it.
Right.
You know, whereas some of the other ones, like oh, I'm gonna pair it with this, pair it
Yeah.
with that. I don't know what I would do with it. Like, would you treat it like a red and eat it with the steak,
Yeah, I have no idea.
or or it's like a celebration type thing, like ooh brunch. I don't know when to drink this.
Supposedly it's rosé all day. So I don't know.
Did you just make that up?
No, that is a whole thing.
Mm.
And you could make it frozen, frosé.
And so then the Zinfandel, I'm just skipping that. Zinfandel,
Big deal.
our friend Franc Dusak, his Zinfandel from Sonoma County, what would you give his?
Frank, I'm really sorry, Frank, but you're like one. Sorry, Frank.
Yeah,
I don't think red wine's in my thing.
1.5 and I just wanted to let people know, like, my rankings are just based off of what I feel like during the day. Like, I might come back later and be like, ooh, this was actually okay. Like,
Okay.
later, like if I eat something with it, it
Right.
might be better.
I might change it, yeah.
But yeah, it 1.5 for me, only because like I can't describe what it's missing for me. I know why. It wasn't bad the second time around. Like I had a second glass,
Right.
It wasn't that bad. I think I actually had a third glass, but it wasn't. I don't know what it's missing that would make it better. But it does have an aggressive attack.
It was too heavy for me.
Yeah, it has an aggressive attack, and yeah, I think I'm still on the search for the red wine for me.
Yeah, the right one.
So yeah, I think the winner,
Yeah, I'm here for it. Yeah.
Quevdo, man, really good, really tropical, really fresh, crisp. Something that I would think I would have again.
Yeah.
Like if it was in the stores, I would be like, oh, let's get another.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So yeah, I think that's our winner for today, man. Yeah. So good for you. You
Thank
actually made it
you.
through the entire.
I'm so happy.
You made it through the entire episode. I wasn't frustrated at all the whole time.
Oh my
Look
God,
at you.
look at
Yeah, look
that.
at you.
Progress, people. 2021.
But yeah, I mean, if you want to go ahead and just tell people, I don't know, because my goal here is to let them tell people where they can find them on Instagram, or if you're like promoting something, or
Nope, none of those things.
you're not gonna do any of those.
No.
Wow. Okay.
I'm just here.
Okay.
No, I'm just living life.
Wow.
We're here.
Okay.
We'll see what 2021 brings. Hopefully better things.
Yeah. That's.
If the start was anything, then we're in trouble.
Mm.
But
Yeah,
I have
it's
high hopes for after next week.
Well. We'll see. Let's get back to Wednesday. Yeah, but that is what we're gonna. That's what the guests will do.
Yeah.
Is they'll.
Yeah, I'm not cool like that though.
Yeah, no, I understand. I mean, you started at Bookstagram and never did it.
I like, yeah,
and
yeah.
you're the book person, but whatever. But
To read them.
But it is what we'll do. So if you're someone who likes wine or wants to be on the cast, man, just let me know. Contact me. A lot of you know where to contact me. But my Instagram is BlackAngel54. That's probably the best way to contact me because Facebook, I probably won't respond. But Facebook is Stick Braxton. Twitter is Dante _ DANTE _ Diable DIABLE 54. I'll probably attach that somewhere to make it easier. But if you want to be on the show, man, just let me know. Contact me and we'll see if we can make that happen. This has been the first episode of Clueless Vino, man. And
Here for it.
yeah, drink up.